Last night, I was expecting Wemby to be the best defensive player on the floor. That happened to be Luka.
Nobody expected the league's biggest nightmare to show up wearing purple and gold. But all it took was one trade, one off-season transformation, and one historic start for the NBA to realize something terrifying. The player they hoped would never evolve just did. There's a different kind of silence in an NBA arena when a superstar decides he's done playing nice. A silence that isn't quiet, it's heavy. And when Luka Doncic stepped onto the floor this season, the entire league felt that weight. Not just the usual fear of his step back or his passing vision. No, this was something else. Something sharper, something colder. Something the NBA spent years praying would never happen. Because Luka didn't just get traded, he got woken up. And every night since, he's been reminding the Dallas Mavericks exactly what they threw away. Let's start where the league realized things had changed. San Antonio. Everyone came to see Victor Wembanyama bully the Lakers inside. Everyone expected Luka to just do Luka things. Score a bunch, complain a little, drag the team to a win. Instead, he turned into the best defensive player on the floor. Let that sink in. Against Wemby. 5 steals, 2 blocks. A level of defensive chaos nobody had ever seen from him before. Luka read passing lanes like he had the playbook in front of him. He bodied up bigger players. He pressured ball handlers like he was auditioning for the all-defensive first team. And the crazy part? He did it without even shooting well, 9 for 27, but still controlled the entire game like a chess match he'd already memorized. The turning point? A cold-blooded 3 with 2:31 left. Not just a shot, more like a warning flare fired across the league. A reminder that Luka doesn't need efficiency to dominate. He just needs the ball. But you don't get a monster like this from nowhere. You build him. And the Mavericks made sure to give him every reason to become the scariest version of himself. All because of one trade. One decision so bad, it might go down as the worst in league history. Imagine giving up a 5-time All-NBA generational engine of an offense for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, Maxi Kleber, Marui Morris, and a single first-round pick. And not even Austin Reeves. The Lakers kept Reeves and still got Luka. Dallas fans are still trying to figure out how that's even possible. Dallas thought AD would be their answer. Instead, he showed up out of shape, refused to play center again, and got injured in the second game with a calf issue. Exactly the version Lakers fans begged him to stop being. Meanwhile, Christie is solid, but not Luka trade solid. And the Mavs still gave LA a player who might anchor their next dynasty. Because Luka didn't respond to the trade with bitterness. He responded with obsession. At 26, he rebuilt his body from the ground up. I'm talking real transformation. Not summer workout hype video transformation. Not Instagram filters. Real discipline. Early June, he locked into intermittent fasting. 2-a-day training. No late-night junk, no excuses. Just work. His physiotherapist, Javier Barrio, said Luka's lower body strength became exceptional. His legs? Incredibly powerful. His balance? Elite. His center of gravity is so strong now that defenders bounce off him like he's glued to the floor. Every part of his game became more explosive. Movement, durability, endurance, everything. And he didn't wait for the NBA season to test it. He took it to Eurobasket 2025 and dominated the entire continent. 34.7 points per game, #1 in the tournament, 42 on Italy, 39 on France, 39 on Germany, the eventual champions. Slovenia lost in the quarterfinals, but Luka walked out as an all-tournament selection with near triple-double averages and the best steal numbers in the entire competition. Rob Pelinka said it perfectly. Luka showed he's on the short list of best player on the planet candidates. And that was before he even put on the Lakers jersey full-time. In preseason, the difference was instantly visible. Faster, lighter, more explosive, more balanced. JJ Redick said Luka looks mentally clearer, emotionally locked in, playing with total freedom. That's everything coaches dream of and opponents fear. But then the real season started, and that's when the NBA realized it was too late. LeBron James, out with sciatica. Austin Reeves, missing games with groin soreness. Luka, left with a team missing its stars and half its rhythm. So what does he do? Drops 43 in the opener against the Warriors, then 49 against Minnesota. 92 points in the first 2 games, more than any Laker ever. More than Jerry West's legendary start in 1969. More than Michael Jordan's start in his prime. And the numbers kept pouring in. Through his first 5 games, 200 points, 55 rebounds, 46 assists, 10 steals, 3 blocks. He became the first player in history to average at least 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists across the first 5 games of a season. His real sports averages? 40 points, 11 rebounds, 9.2 assists, 50% shooting. That's not a hot streak, that's a takeover. But if you think this is just scoring, you're missing the real monster Luka has become. Watch him run an offense now and it feels like he's processing the game faster than anyone alive. The pass to Rui Hachimura in the corner? He saw it before the defender even turned his head. The crossover on Bam Adebayo made an elite defender look like a traffic cone. His efficiency numbers are absurd. 67% inside the arc, 85% at the rim, nearly 79% from the free throw line, a true shooting of 63.6%. Those are MVP numbers. MVP plus revenge numbers. And still, his playmaking is the most terrifying part. He leads the league in points, top 5 in assists, top 6 in points created off assists, number 1 in usage rate, number 1 in touches, number 1 in time of possession. Yet, lowest turnover rate of his entire career. That's not normal. That's not human. That's a player who transformed from brilliant to unstoppable. And his chemistry with DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes is becoming unfair. 2 rim runners, dragging defenders to the paint. Every possession means Luka gets free real estate in the floater zone and mid-range. And he's hitting around 66% on floaters and 50% on mid-range looks. Add shooters like Rui and Jake LaRavia spacing out defenses, pick your poison. He'll kill you either way. The Lakers score 1.185 points per play on Luka pick and rolls, 4th best in the entire NBA. Better than his best Dallas season. Better than most MVP seasons in league history. This is the most efficient offense in basketball when Luka's on the court. Better than Houston, the number 1 ranked team. But the part nobody expected, maybe the part Luka himself didn't expect, is how good he's become defensively. Career-high steal rate, career-high block rate, active on rotations, reading everything, jumping lanes, pressuring elite scorers. Rui Hachimura said he's never seen Luka defend like this. Marcus Smart called it fantasticness. And it's not just effort, it's pride, it's vengeance. It's Luka deciding to dominate both ends because he knows this is the last piece he needed to take over the league. Which brings us to the standings. The Lakers, 7-2. Second in the West, behind OKC. And remember, LeBron hasn't even played yet. Reeves missed games. Luka missed 4 himself. And still they're winning. Still they look elite. Still they look like a team, waiting for the moment to explode into a full-blown dynasty. Because the NBA didn't fear Luka's talent. They feared what would happen if he ever got serious, if he ever got angry, if he ever stopped relying on gifts and started relying on discipline. And now he has. This isn't just a new chapter. This is Luka's era, his revenge, his rise, his transformation into exactly what the NBA hoped he'd never become. The best player alive, in the biggest jersey, with something to prove. All right, that's the story for today. If you're feeling the same chills the league is feeling right now, drop a like and tell me in the comments how far you think this Lakers team can go. Share the video if you enjoyed it, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. big things coming.